A woman just wanted to capture a moment of her best friend cheating. Instead, she recorded a crime scene. The horrifying scene made her instinctively scream. Realizing her position was compromised, she began to run and eventually found herself cornered at the edge of a cliff. In a desperate bid for survival, she started to climb the sheer, thousands of feet high cliff with her bare hands. However, the ruthless group pursuing her wasn't about to let Lucy get away easily. A man named Tyler wasted no time in following her up the cliff. Even though Lucy had a head start, Tyler quickly caught up thanks to his physical advantage. Just as he was about to grab her, he pulled too hard and damaged his backpack, nearly sending himself tumbling down the cliff. After a short recovery, Tyler climbed back up to Lucy's feet and reached out to grab her ankle. Panic-stricken, Lucy instinctively stomped on his hand with all her might, sending Tyler plummeting from dozens of feet up, resulting in him becoming incapacitated. This bloody scene didn't scare off the other attackers. Instead, it only fueled their rage. They grabbed climbing gear and prepared to hunt Lucy down. However, the cliff was too steep, and after several failed attempts, they had no choice but to take a longer route. As Lucy continued her climb, the rock face became increasingly treacherous. Even if she managed to overcome this challenge, the next obstacle would be far more daunting. After all, Lucy wasn't the only one capable of climbing. When she came face to face with a small snake, she froze in fear, holding her breath as it slithered over her. Once it was past, she finally relaxed, shaking out her numb fingers and hydrating herself as best she could. After applying some chalk to her hands for grip, Lucy focused on her ascent, knowing that reaching the top was her only chance to escape her pursuers. But soon, she faced a major obstacle, a vertical, smooth cliff with no footholds. Her hands shook as panic began to set in. Then, she noticed a rope hanging nearby. She tried to reach it, but her arms were too short. Quickly, she came up with a plan. Biting into her backpack, she pulled out a piece of wire and bent it into a hook. With a few attempts, she finally snagged the rope. Just as she was about to reach the summit, she heard the voices of the three assailants who had taken a shortcut to the top. Overwhelmed by despair, Lucy knew she had to wait for the right moment. As night fell, exhaustion and hunger set in, and her hands were covered in cuts. She wrapped her fingers in bandages and crawled into her tent, hoping to finally get some rest. But just as she fell asleep, a backpack full of rocks came crashing down on her tent.